my God. Not the Inspector Gadget. No. I Spy Private Eye. Oh, God. You got me. You got me. Oh, oh. Google me, baby. Google me, baby. This shit is fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. Yeah. I Spy Private Eye. I spy with my little eye. A Q, a K. Oh my. Like, yo, I wanted to say, what you ask your man about me? You ask your man about me? Ha! You ask Ralph? I actually don't even hate Ralph. Did he tell you that? I'm sorry, but that shit was funny. Who is this? Is this the psychologist in you or the poetress in you? First of all, I don't know what the fuck a poetress is. So maybe I'm stupid because I don't know what the fuck that word is. Oh my God. He don't sound like a psychologist. He don't he don't sound like a psychologist. I'm not going to give you my legal government information, ma'am. Like, why you keep trying to put these little tiny little holes? Oh my God. Oh God. You know what? This will make me like you. Now I like you now because you're funny. Because that was funny. That was weird. It's okay. It's okay. Um, I spy private eye. Oh my God. Nah, but for real though, real talk on mental health, it is not healthy to go to chats where people do not like you. Don't do that. You know, if people do not value you, do not be a part of their group. Like, the fact that you hang with people who don't value you is part of why people talk about you elsewhere. Um, Also, saying don't say my name. People cannot say the label and the brand that you attach to yourself and still be talking about you. Like right now, literally did not say your name or your brand or your label at all. But I'm pretty sure you know that I'm talking about you, right? So that's how that works. See, you can talk about people without using their name. It's not the name that bothers you; it's the actual commentary. Um, and then on top of that, you actually cannot dictate what people can talk about on their own channels and their own chats to their own friends, subscribers, viewers. You cannot do that. Everybody has an individual channel. Everybody has an individual chat that comes with that channel. You can't do that. No one has that power, not even Jay-Z. Well, Jay-Z almost has that power because say his name a few times and somebody might pop up saying something slick back. Like one time, I just said something like, "Where is Sir? Where's Jay-Z's son?" And somebody yelled at me, "Why are you asking about his son?" And I was like, "Well, damn, I'm just saying, like, where is he? Why are you so mad?" And it was weird because I wasn't on a page that had nothing to do with Jay-Z. I was on Murad Morales' page, and I asked that. I just said, "Where is he?" That's all. I'm like, it seemed like the Super Bowl would be a prime time to have your son with you. That's all. So, I mean, even he can't control to stop people from saying his name. He can do something about it afterwards, even, possibly. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't had luck with Jag. So I don't know. I don't know how if you thought this freedom of speech thing through. And you can't intimidate people over the internet to stop saying your name. You can't threaten people with ice to stop saying your name. It's just really like I don't understand why things aren't understood. Um, I don't know. When I was younger, I could have sworn I remembered my mom telling me that I can't change what people think about me. And that lesson transfers over to the World Wide Web and the internet and YouTube chats. You cannot control what people think about you, and because people are expressing their thoughts a lot on here, a lot more since the pandemic, you cannot control what they say about you. Um, and I was actually trying to speak calmly to you to like just advice, and not even from me, just to reiterate what other people have been saying that I also say too, which is don't search your name. Don't go into chats of people you know that don't like you. Why would you sit there for hours watching somebody talk about you? Somebody that you know doesn't like you. Why would you do it's like torturing yourself. Why would you do that? That's like if you know people that are shooting guns and it's a shooting range and you go and stand there and say, "Why are you shooting guns standing in front of the gun? It's a shooting range. You came there. That's what they came there to do. Why are you standing there as a target? Don't do that." And this is why, like, I'm really not even trying to be a smartass by saying this, but where's your mom? Can we talk to your mom? Because somebody needs to check in with you and somebody that loves you. And I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm not actually even saying that to dumb you down. It's just your mom loves you, right? I think that your mom should see your behaviors and your actions and how it's affecting you. Because I don't think this goes well. Just because, for example, we've watched people go through this before online. Um, Golly, there was actually somebody who hung herself by a fan on TikTok before. I mean, I was just going to use the JAG example, but I just thought about that just now. So, mental health is important, emotional health is important, and it is not emotionally and mentally healthy for you to keep pursuing chats that might say your name. And you literally just went into a chat and made people say your name just now. Like, nobody was talking about you, no one was thinking about you. And you literally said, "Hey, you right there. Weren't you the one talking about me in your chat? Explain yourself." And you want to talk to somebody that is in the chat about a whole different chat previously done on a whole different channel, on a whole different page, on a whole different day, on a whole different topic, but you're approaching them now in a current chat. You just made it about you, and it wasn't. And with that also came a lot of chaos and a lot of hurt. You're hurting yourself. So if you are finding my channel and finding my name, congratulations. And maybe it'll encourage you to actually listen to what I'm saying, in my calm voice and my anger. And in terms of saying, "Oh, she's another one with a nasty mouth." You're just using terms from other people. Because I could have sworn that nasty work was something that Jag said a lot. And Queen Amadeus said nefarious, nefarious. So you're copying words from other people. That's not healthy either, and it says a lot about you. The same way that you hanging out with people who trashed you before, like the two people that you're known to hang out with and be on their panel all the time, that says a lot about your character also. And part of what it says about your character is that it's possible that no one else can trust you because you apparently have some allegiance to the people who keep abusing you. So, if I am conducting any business or conversation that I don't want those two people that you associate yourself with, that I don't want them to know, I, in my mind, have to say, okay, well, I should not converse with her because she automatically connects herself to person A and person B. You see that? So that is where you're seeing people just back away from you and step away from you. It's not an act of hate. They might just be doing it because they don't trust you. The trust is gone there because they see you continuously performing this allegiance with people who trash you. And you cannot trust someone like that. You cannot trust someone who repeatedly seeks out people who trash them. Like, and it's the same people repeatedly. So what you've shown is that you're loyal to those two people, person A and person B. But how can that guarantee your loyalty to me when I'm person C? You know? How can that guarantee your loyalty to Lady Letitia when you are showing your allegiance and your loyalty to person A and person B. That means that you're not trustworthy because you continuously, repeatedly choose that even when it seemed to turn on you. So I would be wary of that connection also. Anybody with any type of wisdom should be. They should be cautious of dealings with you. So this is what people are seeing from the outside. And honestly, like I said, I've said before, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because you either don't know what you've gotten yourself into, or I don't even, I can't even begin to process that. And again, you're not my client or my patient. So in terms of me acting from a psychologist perspective, that's not something I need to do right now, and I don't care to. If I wanted to do that, I would be on here like my Spellman sister is, where she has her whole, my name is her legal name, her legal full name, her PhD, her MD, and all that behind her and everything like that. And that is how she interacts on YouTube, in that character and that personality, in that persona, that profession. That's her interaction on YouTube. This is my play YouTube. This is not serious for me. I'm not even monetized. I don't even necessarily care to be. This is my personal business. So no, you will not be getting my name from me that easily. You will have to search for it. Like I said, get your I Spy Private Eye Inspector gadget on. Get it on, girl. Google me, baby. I mean, like, yo, all these people have nasty mouths. It doesn't matter what type of mouth I have. You're violating by coming in someone else's chat. It doesn't matter how they talk. So what? So what if we being ratchet and partying and drinking over here? We're adults. We can do that. Don't come crashing in the house telling people what they can and cannot do. It's not your place. And it's really not okay. It's not okay for us on the outside, receiving that. And it's not okay for you to be expressing that. Like, you got to watch yourself. And I'm not saying this to be mean. Look at your behaviors. Like I said to you when you and me were going back and forth, why would you watch someone for hours if you know that they opposed you or didn't like you? Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't even remember when I learned it, but I learned a while ago that, when, like, I guess maybe a decade or two ago. Well, actually, have I been alive that long? Yeah. I look younger for my age. But yeah, I learned a while ago that you cannot, if you see people in a room talking about you or hear people talking about you and it hurts your feelings, there's a thing called your fight or flight response, right? Are you going to stay there and fight? Or are you going to flee or freeze? You might freeze. But in the situation on YouTube, you cannot fight. I can't punch you in the mouth for having my name in your mouth. Like, you might want to, but it's not going to happen. So you're taking the fight to be verbal, and you're having the verbal fight, and you're not fleeing. But by doing the verbal fight, you're intentionally engaging yourself in something that's harmful to your mental health. Like, you don't need to be in that room if you know that they're talking about you, if you think that. And if you see something bad said about you, you have an opportunity right then and there to say, yo, but you wasn't saying that before, and let it go and leave. I've done that before. I think it's kind of funny when you go into a chat, and if you have to speak up for yourself and leave. Cause they be getting all mad. They be, I'm gonna block you. And oh, where'd she go? And girl, yeah. Oh, I'll mute her. Da, 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 and you be gone. I've done that a few times. Said my shit and left. Because I don't care to be blocked, muted, and yelled down to. You're not going to do that. Like I said, I come from the school of Ralph the Wise. I'm not going to let you scream down at me. No. No, I will not. No, baby boo. And in terms of like windmilling for people, you write in your journal and ask yourself why you're doing that. Like, honestly, nobody can heal you but you. No amount of wisdom is going to be good for you until you check in with yourself. Hey, Michelle. Um, I just came on because I was laughing because somebody called themselves trying to identify me, and it was funny. It was weird. I don't even want to say her name because I want to show her the power of not saying her name and still talking about her. Like, you can't don't keep my name out your mouth. So your name isn't in my mouth right now, but you know that I'm talking about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a stupid argument. Um, and I feel like I said before, I be feeling bad for her. Like, I feel bad for you, not enough. I don't feel bad enough for you to make me not say what I need to say, but I feel bad for you enough to just like leave you over there in your corner. Like, you said you were there. Yo, it got so weird. And I really just, part of the reason why I went up was because I could not take her trying to kind of play Lady Letitia like that. And even though Lady Letitia is good, she didn't take it, laying down like that, which I'm good, I won't say I'm proud of her, but I'm glad she didn't. But yeah, cause she was in there for about maybe a few minutes, maybe like 1 or 2 minutes. I started seeing her names. I saw a big Illy say, "Hi, Golden," or whatever, and I have Golden blocks, so I couldn't see it, but I saw her say, "Hi, Golden," and I was like, "Oh Lord, she in here." And I was debating on whether or not I was going to confront her myself, but I didn't. I didn't say nothing to her, and I have her blocked, so I don't think she could see that I was in the chat. Um, and like 2 minutes later, Lady Letitia came in. And when Lady Letitia finally was up on the panel, she's just, oh, um, and you was laughing at me before in the other chat, wasn't you? I saw you laughing when she said something like, what the fuck? So she was laughing, and like, you can't punk people like that in person. If you want on the internet, like if you wanted to do that in person, you kind of could be like, wasn't it you talking about me? Because then they're supposed to be scared that you're gonna punch them, right? But you're doing that on the internet. It's it's not. This ain't that. Like, that's why I kept saying, I was like, this is not the fight you think it is. Like, can you stop? You know? That she wants to act like everyone was there because of her. Like, Lord, I swear to God, it's eerie, it's creepy. It's like watching her become Jag. Like, here are all these people, they're all coming in because of the algorithm. These are people's friends. They come with you because what happens is the alert comes up on the top of the YouTube search, the homepage, the subscriptions, people that you're subscribed to. It shows like actions of people you're subscribed to, you know. So yeah, she's losing it, man. Like, I really was like, yo, call her mom, like somebody. I can't remember her mom's tagline. It's like, it's Dee Dee Mama Fox Warrior or something. Um, Ironically, I do know her mom's government name because her mom put it in a profile, and I was like, "Are you serious? Can you please delete that and take that down?" Like, and I'm not even saying it to threaten you. I'm just telling you, like, it's there. It shouldn't be there. And she never took it down. And then I finally got mad at her and went ahead and pressed the link to her mom's FB and saw everybody's names and everything. And you know, So now, like, I really, really know. I really, really know more. But like, I didn't do anything with it yet, and she don't leave people the hell alone. But I really feel like something's wrong, like, or it could be a maturity thing. I don't know, but her whole holier than thou attitude is a mess, and it's like I keep feeling like I want to care, but then I just don't care. Like, I'm so sorry. Uh, I don't even care about the battle. Like, yeah, and see, I was too. I think I've been subbed for a few months now. Um, Sometimes I wouldn't even go to her lives. I just subbed to her because I liked her. Um, but I didn't really like. I was at the point where I would only go into Vampy's live. just because I know that it was just a bunch of drama. It was real toxic or whatever. So I wasn't going in nobody's chats and stuff. And I just recently started going more into the chats and stuff. So everybody's like, okay, who is this? And on top of that, I've changed my name in my picture um since last year. So yeah, it's funny. She was like, "What is this QQ Kiki?" I was like, "Yeah, so like, ooh." It was funny. I wanted to say, "Oh, you asking man about me?" Like, because Ralph, the one that started calling me QQ. He's like, I said, "It's Kiki." He said, "That ain't no Kiki. What you think I'm stupid?" He said, "What you?" He was like, "What you trying to call me dumb? That's not QQ. That's Kiki. Anytime you have a Q, you have a U with it. That's not Kiki. That's QQ." I was like, no, my name is not English, and that's the funny thing too. When she find out my real name, she can't pronounce it. Like, I literally made my fake name worse than my real name just to be confusing. Like, and I kind of hate it a little bit because I know people like Mel who not used to seeing it are probably like, "What are you doing?" But she said the philosophy she did. Yo, what the fuck does Ralph be saying about me? Damn, philosopher. Let me find out. Bro, bro. I know people was cracking up when she said poetress. He said, "What the fuck is a poetress?" And Mel said, I'm seeing a little bit, a little piece of something about you." She said something about her. Bro, like, when I started this live, I was laughing and I was like, you know what? This makes me like you a little bit. Because honestly, when everybody else in the chat was like, "We don't hate you, we don't hate you," I wasn't saying shit because I was like, "No, I really don't like you. Stay away from me." But her confusion is funny. But I'm not entertained that much, honestly. Vampy will put on a little, the little horn doggy chet mask, whatever the heck it was. Oh, she said, "Oh, it was poetress." Okay, so you read your poem. Good for you. Like, and it's funny because the arguments are so weird. I'm like, so am I supposed to be mad that you know that? Like, I don't care. It is funny because it puts it in perspective for myself. Like, wow, I've grown. Although I have to say, I've grown about that. Like, at least a decade ago, I was pretty much over that. Yeah, that was weird. And poor lady Letitia want to keep trying to be nice. Like, we don't hate you. Yes, we do. It's okay. We hate you. So stay away from us. Like, I think that maybe that line needs to be drawn for her. Yes, these are people that hate you. Okay, so go. Like, Mel got mad at me for a second. Well, not mad. She was just like, "You can't tell people to leave." I was like, "She just said it's toxic in here. Why are you in a toxic space? Bye." Like, Kai, Kai said, "You can't do that." Mel was like, "Well, no, but I want to know a little. I want to get to know what's going on." I'm like, "Okay, all right, my bad." Like, yo, it's bizarre. They like, the operation conspiracy. Yes. Oh my god. She's. It's like you have Jag's mental with her, and then you have Jag's actions with T. It's crazy. I don't know. And then I guess you have Jag scamming with Al, little hootie hoo over there. It's weird. Um, I had to laugh because I wanted to say in that chat so bad. Oh, you asking man about me? I hear you calling me QQ. Oh. Ah, it is funny because I just recently started venturing back to his lives, and I do agree with some of the stuff that he says. But then I don't know what's up with I don't know, man. Like, you know what I do know? He has a need for female approval. That's what it is. And he feeds that need by seducing, or attempting to seduce, because he knows that he can get approval for his physical. Um and so he does that, and that's a good feeling for him, and that's good. The problem is that somewhere he has learned that it shouldn't all be about the physical. So then he snaps. But it's not their fault, sir. You took off your shirt. Like, what are you? Is this Mad Max or what? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I remember after Vampy was talking, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna. And you know what's funny? I noticed when I called Lady Letitia Big Sis, she said, "And who else? And who's the other one? The other one?" And I guess she meant to. She was trying to say Vampy or whatever. And I didn't notice it until I like rewound it a little bit after I left the stage, and then went back down in the chat. I pushed it back a little bit, and I was like, "Was she trying to say Vampy?" I'm like, "Go ahead and say that so I can say, oh my Pookie bear." Go ahead and say Vampy so I can say, yes, that's my Pookie butt. That's not my big sis. That's my Pookie butt. I've never been to Rouse. I've only recently heard of the lore. The lore, right? That's funny. Um, in a way, it really is like a little character play going on here. Um, and I've thought about writing about it, but I have about 7 other stories that I need to finish. And so this is, if I were to write this as a story, I wouldn't do any illustrations for it because it's very annoying. Yeah, because that was I was like, wait a minute now, because I was like, you're not gonna get away with just shouting out the word racist and not backing it up, like, because and she wanted to go, oh no, no, that's not a black woman, that's a white woman talking about Nick. Like, so what? Nick wasn't the one that made it. First of all, and honestly, I wanted to hug my vampy today when she mentioned it. Was it today or yesterday when she mentioned it in her live? Because I was like, wait a minute, you feel like a monster when you go outside, and that's where it really comes from her heart, her connection to the idea of Sasquatch comes from her heart, something that she felt because she is tall, and even though she felt this feminine energy, I think that, being so tall also kind of, I can see how that kind of forces you into a masculine because you're taller than other people. The same way that being strong, like if you were, well, for example, even me, like I'm thick, but I can put on muscle easily. And when I work out, I used to hate how I still looked bulky. Um, but I'm kind of just like okay with it now. Like if I look like a woman bodybuilder, fine. But my point is that muscles and height are kind of something that we know to attach with masculine identity, and it's not because of sexism, it's just because of evolution. If we're back in the hunting times, and people are having to hunt their kill and hunt animals and everything like that, you're looking at a masculine man that is stronger or taller. He can reach the branch and grab the chicken out the tree. You know what I mean? Like, not the chicken, but whatever bird about the tree. You know what I mean? And Vamp has that height and those long arms and legs. So that was kind of an automatic masculine identity that she might have had problems with growing up. And when she said that, I was like, "Oh," like, when she mentioned how she felt about her height, I said, "Oh, my baby," like, like, 'cause I can see how her height, um, made my baby feel like a Sasquatch. And, that little MFer over there made it all about her and so fucking disgusting. Um, People treat her badly in society is sad. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I can kinda see that, like, I never thought about tall girls, tall girls having a thing where they felt too tall. I never thought about that or considered that. And ironically, there's a girl that goes to my daughter's school. Her father is like, I swear he's almost 7 feet or something. They're very tall and lanky. And she's tall and lanky like him. She's not that tall yet, but she has that body type of like being like, you know, um, extremely thin and tall. Um, and I can see how like that might have been a bad feeling, not a bad feeling, but like a self-esteem thing. I'm tall, I used to hate it. I'm 5'10". Aw, I'm 5'6.5". And in my tiny little family dynamic, that was tall because my mom is 5'3" and I have a brother that's 5'4". And my older brother though was 5'11", I think. Um, and the father of my kids is 5'11". Um, yeah, so I never thought about that. And it's funny, something else I never thought about. Well, I've thought about it before, but I always say nobody talks about it. People with glasses. Like, nobody ever has sympathy for people with glasses. But when you think about it, when you fucking lose your glasses or they break and shit and you can't see, that is so sad. I'm laughing, but for real. Damn, like, I used to hate, and I still hate it now, although I'm not around them all the time. If my mom can't find her glasses or something or they break, like, damn, I can't help you. I can't help you see. Shit, how can I help you? I mean, think about that. You fucking lose your glasses. You can't see to find them. You lost them. That's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. At least if you lose your hearing aid, you can see your hearing aid. You know? Right. And I probably need glasses nowadays. I don't sleep as much. I haven't really had a good sleep since the twins were two. And I started having issues with my eyes, and I kept saying, "Oh, I just need sleep," because for a while that's what it was. It was like, oh, okay, the more when I sleep more, when I finally have a good sleep, I wake up and I can see better. So and that's all I needed. But it's been going on for so long that I have not gotten enough sleep, you know? Yeah, my little Sasquatch will be doing it. It was, and it's. She kept wanting to say, "These people, they have nasty mouths." Stop it, Jag. Like, realize who you're emulating. You're pretending to be. You're acting like Jaguar. That's not a good thing. Do you realize that she tripped out? Not only that people don't want to talk to her, but something was really going on with Jag. She ended up in a few facilities. Like, thank you. I'm glad it seemed like I shut it down quick because I was like, don't know. Not my little Sasquatch. Yeah. Yeah. But shit, I don't know if it'll be safe at Mel's anymore cause she gonna keep coming back. Damn. Like she doesn't understand to stop. Like, God. I still don't think I've said her name. No, well, not her name, but I haven't said her label her label name. I still don't think I've said it this entire time, 35 minutes. But I bet you if she hears it, she knows I'm talking about her. So then, therefore, it makes no sense to be telling people don't say my name because I'm still talking about you without saying your name. So that's dumb. Like, what? And you still can't do anything. Yes, exactly. And then couldn't answer what Lady T just said, then started saying what Lady T said. Yeah. And then, like, Mel was saying, okay, what did Lady T in the chat? From what I recall, I could have sworn I remembered her post. Her statement was, "You laughed at Lady T mocking me in your chat." So she laughed, and now you want her to explain herself. Why? Like, you doing too much. I don't know. I don't know what you're taking or what makes you feel that you have or you can assume this authority over people to tell them. I don't know, but it's not working. And the honest to God truth is, if you want to teach people how to treat you, walk away. Like, like that's how you don't teach them how to treat you by yelling at them. Like, well, well, not adults. Put it that way. Maybe kids you can get away with that with, but adults, no. No. But it was funny how Melka started seeing that she was messy. She said, "I'm starting to see a little piece of something. I see a little piece." Like she did not like me coming up there. Oh, she got irritated. Uh, it was funny because I was up before she came up, and then I left. So she was probably holding it in, wanting to have this argument. And who are you? Who was that? Who was that? I am me. What? I don't have to tell you who the fuck I am. Like, so what? Are you TSA? Shit. Am I going somewhere, ma'am? Must I show you my passport? No. I am at home in my bed. I can be whoever I want to be. Shit. I'm Michael Jackson, baby. Thriller. And that's who my icon was, Michael Jackson. I really didn't even do that intending to troll though. Like I was just being funny. But yeah, the name thing wasn't an intention to troll. You know what happened? I was actually and possibly am still currently being not trolled badly, but cyber stalked. So I didn't even know this would work when I changed my name and my picture and the other part of the name of the link. I wasn't sure it would work, but apparently it has worked. And as long as I stayed away from those chats and stuff, they haven't come and found me. I don't even want to say what quote unquote sector it was, but yeah, because I don't know if the words pick up audio or whatever. I kind of think they do, but yeah, when she saw Nick, oh my god, Lucy, they're all coming, they're all coming. Oh my god, I swear to God, she sounded just like Jag. I'm like, yo, this is not okay. This is not okay. That's why I was just like, stop, stop, stop. I don't know if you saw me in chat. I said stop like 3 times, like stop, stop. She's psycho. Like just she's literally psycho. This is this is really psycho now. You know. Um, she made me want to call Ralph or call somebody. Come get her, please. Help her. She needs help. Like no joke. Oh my god. And her reasoning. She keep attaching herself to Margaret, and Ralph. Like somebody has a problem with them doesn't mean that they're saying they have a problem with you. But the fact that they disrespect you too and you allow them to is going to make people not trust you. Like that's what it is. And if you can't take that heat, then just exit the game. Like either stay away from them for your own sanity. Or you're going back to them and you're showing people that you're okay with it. Like, what I don't understand, the expectation is crazy. Like, what do you want people to do, man? Like, at the end of the day, you're telling Lady Letitia don't say your name. You can't tell her not to say your name. That's you can't do that. Like the fuck. Does she realize how bizarre that is? I don't know. They have nasty mouths. All these people have nasty mouths. So I have a nasty mouth just because I snapped back at you. I didn't call you any names. There's one word that I felt bad for, and it was not a name that I called you, but I kind of referenced you a little bit because I said that, trolls aren't even trolls anymore. It's like roaches coming out of the woodworks, you know. And then I mentioned that I knew someone with that actual first name and the last name Roach. But she's not you though, so I don't know, does that count? And your the name, the label that you've chosen, it's a color. So you mean to tell me every time I say the color, you're gonna say I'm talking about you? It's gonna be you? Crazy. I tried to I actually tried to listen to one of her lives was today. I couldn't. I skipped through a bit. The reason why I was listening was because of my Pookie Bear. My Pookie Bear was very offended by something you said, and my little Pookie butt was trying to be careful and not say exactly where she found it. But I wanted to know what it was you said and to see it. Um, because I was debating on making a whole live about you. And when I say make a live about you, I don't mean like I'm doing right now. I mean really make one about you and analyze your character. Like really get into it because you're digging at people and I don't like it. And you're attempting to present yourself as some higher authority, but at the same time you're playing grimy games. So my way of calling you out on that would be to go ahead and handle it from that higher perspective, you know, and actually break down what it is you're doing, what your possible motives are, and why it affects people. Like, really do a serious observational analysis of her. I swear to God, I was ready to do it, and I still might. I just haven't written it down or thought about it yet because my girls are wearing me out here. I just, man. Yeah. But yeah, so I couldn't get through her whole life. And I don't know. I don't know. But I wanted to see what it was that offended my little bookie butt, but I didn't see it yet. I might still go and search through. And here's the thing, like the way that like blocking even works on YouTube, you can never completely block anybody. Do you understand why that is? Because it's a public platform. You can hide user from your channel, which I think that means that you won't see their comments and they won't see yours. Um, but you can still technically search and go to their page. Because, like I said, I have her blocked completely. I blocked her so that when she came in the chat, I couldn't see what she was saying, and she possibly couldn't see what I was saying. Um, and I also don't check my at mentions. Um, yeah, so. And it's funny, real funny how she kept trying to figure out my name. And I should have said, well, it depends. Am I speaking to Heather Hoskins? Oops. Like, you wanna go name for name, I mean, hey, I did my research, did you? Are you ready? You know, shit, are you ready? Um, Again, like I said, it's really odd that her mom has her Facebook attached to her YouTube because you can see her legal name right there. Like, and then when you see her legal name and go to her mom's Facebook, which for some reason has it public, like, don't people know that you can hit private? What is wrong with people? Why does no one use the private option? Like, you don't use the private option, and you're the same ones talking about what people found. You have it on public, duh. Like, y'all, I don't. Do people not know that that's there, or is common sense not common? Just like she said, she tried to say about Lady Letitia, common sense ain't common. What? I don't know. Do you have your stuff private? I have my stuff private. I have my stuff private. It's not my legal name. Like, why would I do that? And it's funny, there was a point where Facebook tried to make me show my license to get because I locked myself out of my account and forgot my password and login name. And to get back in, Facebook said, "Oh no, you can't come back to this account without showing you have to show your license, your ID." And so I never went back there. Yeah, you're tired too? I'm about to go. I just had to I just had to laugh because I'm like, "Yo, excuse me." Anyway, so I spy private eye will keep working. Her Inspector Gadget skills will grow. Her tools will sharpen, I guess. She'll get some real tools in that toolbox. I don't know. Good night.